What's up guys, and welcome back. And today, I guess this is like MTV Cribs. Welcome to my shop. You guys have requested a walkthrough of the new shop. I've been here for about 4 or 5 months. It's a little late, I know, but today we're gonna give you a little tour, show you what I got going on here, some of the projects, and talk about what happened to the Miata. First up, I'm gonna start here in my office. Moving here to the new shop has really been nice. We have a lot of amenities that I didn't have before. The last shop had hardly any outlets, no AC, no office, no bathroom, no water. It was literally just a storage unit. That was pretty large. I hold like 9 cars, but honestly, the amenities were really few. And now I have an office and this is pretty sweet. Decorated how I like it. I've got my trophy shelf over here. Starting over here, these are my first 2 trophies I ever got in professional racing in TC America. These were from 2023. These were from last year, 2024. I've got my YouTube light, my YouTube plaque on the back wall over there. And this is a really special place for me. I get to keep a lot of my things that are important to me in this room. And this is definitely designed like my personality. I mean, everyone needs a disco ball helmet, right? I believe it's like required. All right, now let's go in the shop. First up, I've got my classic kitchen wall. The reason why I did this is I've got a lot of commenters that like to tell me to get back into the kitchen. So I did exactly that. I brought the kitchen to the shop. So I'm gonna be doing a lot of stuff. You know, if I'm putting on an oil pan, if I'm doing anything that's on a table, I'm gonna do it in the kitchen. So hope you guys are excited about more kitchen content. Now we're gonna come over here. I've got the EK. There's a lot going on here. This is my project I'm super pumped on. This car has actually been down for over a year. And it's been really sad for me because I absolutely love this car. This is the first car I ever put together myself from, you know, top to bottom. And about a year ago, it blew a head gasket. It actually blew 2 head gaskets. And I knew that there was probably a problem, either with, I had the cylinder head checked. It was apparently fine. But I guess maybe that the deck on the block was not. We're not really sure, but I went ahead and I took it all apart and sent it over to JBR Engines. And let's just say, this thing is gonna be a monster. Pumped on this build. It's going to be a super high compression build. We have done everything to this thing short of just, it's pretty much a complete rebuild. New pistons, rods, headwork, new valve train. We got stage 2 BC cams. This thing is going to rip. I am currently looking for a sequential for this car, but there isn't a lot of options in the US. Everything is out of Ireland. I've got a couple of people who are working on some stuff, so hopefully maybe that'll happen in the future. But for right now, I'm still gonna be sticking with my Type R transmission. It's got some shortened gears and an LSD. Next thing I'm gonna be doing is cleaning up the transmission. As you can see, it's pretty dirty. I track this car a lot. So I'm gonna be cleaning it up. I got some really heavy duty cleaner. Should bring this looking just as good as the new engine. So I want everything to shine and look really nice. Even though it's a track cars are show cars, let's be honest. So I did go through and have the entire engine bay sandblasted and took it down to bare metal. I actually took it over to my friend GSK Fab and he filled in all of the unnecessary holes in the engine bay. There are some still left, as you can see, but those are necessary and we're gonna be using those for something, either wiring or something needs to be connected. But all the unnecessary holes have been filled. Then I went through and I painted it myself. Now, when I went to painting it, I did take my time. I primed it, I sanded it, I painted it, I sanded it, I painted it again. So this engine bay is like butter. It's a little dirty right now because it's been sitting in the shop, but when it's cleaned up, it really does shine, and it's gonna look so good with this new B18 C5 back in the car. It's gonna be great. Quality hood prop right here. The inside is messy, not gonna lie. I've taken out the dash. I'm working on taking out all of the wiring out of here. I'll open the door for you. And as you can see, the old wiring is pretty disgusting. I'm not gonna lie, it's bad. Now I have purchased a brand new full underdash, engine harness, and also body harness from Rywire. I got their PDM and also their keypad. So this car is going to be 10 out of 10 on the wiring. It's gonna be tucked, it's gonna look nice. Now, all of my cars that I have are not in the shop, obviously. I have an 8th gen Civic that's at home that's gonna be getting that K24 over there in the corner in, I think a couple of weeks. So that's one car that's at home that isn't here. But a new member to the fleet is the 1993 E36 that I picked up. And a lot of people said that I'm gonna hate having a BMW and the oil leaks and the problems that it has. And yes, I have encountered some problems, but I think we have gotten rid of a lot of the oil leak problems or BMW engine issues, because this has a 1JZ. Super pumped on this one. This is stock turbo, stock ECU, so it's still makes like 350 maybe. Not taking it to the dyno. Honestly, haven't done a lot to this car but driving around. Bought this from a gentleman in SoCal, and I have been in love with it. I've been driving it around, just enjoying it, and it's super fun. Honestly, I'm gonna turn it into a drift build eventually, but right now I'm just enjoying driving it around. It's a lot of fun. The JZ noises are intoxicating. Sounds pretty good. Has a full interior. Yeah, I'm missing a speaker, but whatever. Has the M3 Vader seats. Nardy wheel. Actually, the car came just like this. Very, very happy. Honestly, I would never buy a car built by someone else, but the gentleman I bought it from absolutely killed it on this build. He had a full, on his Instagram, he had a full like 50-page highlight slide of this entire build. And honestly, I was blown away, so I knew I had to come look at it. As soon as he got the JZ, sent it to a machine shop, had it redone, ARP head studs. I mean, this thing's ready to rip. So. Pretty good. So the E36 has broken twice already in the couple of months that I've owned it. The first thing was that I wasn't aware that BMW made a plastic clutch pedal. That was beyond me. I was at an intersection, first gear, rolling, tried to shift into second. The clutch pedal literally broke in half. And I had no idea what actually happened. I rolled into a gas station, got into the dash, realized that the clutch pedal is made of plastic, had snapped. I mean, it's 1993. Plastic gets old, brittle, it breaks. And that's essentially what happened. I had to buy it. They do make a metal pedal because I guess this is a common problem. So I had to put a metal pedal in there. It took me about a week and a half to get the parts, got the parts, put it in the car. I'm like, sweet, let's go test drive this, see how it feels. 20 minutes into my first drive, the window regulator broke. So there you go. I am a real BMW owner now. There are some things that I do need to change on it though. Right now it does have a W58 transmission, which is doo-doo. Not fun. So that's gotta hit the road. We're gonna be getting something else for this, but I'm not in a really big hurry to make this car drift ready and ready to go. I'm gonna do some really quick, simple things to it, like differential, maybe an angle kit up front, but I really want to get this car dialed in before I put on the body kit. And yes, I bought a body kit for this car. I bought an H&M sports body kit. They're from the UK. It took me several weeks to get it. They're very nice people over there, and I'm really pumped. There are a lot of people, or a lot of companies that kind of make a similar kit, but I believe they were the original one to make the BN style kit for an E36. I actually have it right here, and it's all in the plastic still, so if you guys want to look at it with me, we can do this together. All right, I literally took this out of the box, and I did nothing else. As you can tell, it's still in the plastic. So this is a fiberglass kit. Like I said, it's from H&M Sports, but I think it's gonna look pretty legit. I don't see a whole lot of people running this kit in the US. And that was one of the biggest reasons that I got this, is that I didn't see a whole lot of people using it, and I was sold. I was like, oh, then absolutely then. Because you see a lot of the same things. Like my friend Palmer, he has a Bomex kit, and I don't see that on anybody's car. Subarus. And this is the front bumper. I think it's gonna look pretty sweet. So what's really cool about this front bumper that I really like is with the stock bumper that's on here right now, there is room for the intercooler, but that's like it. So this was really stood out to me. It's got room for the intercooler. Of course, I'm gonna be doing an oil cooler because Jay-Z is run hot. And this gives, like, you know, we've got some airflow to all of the coolers. And this bumper is gonna make that happen. Now let's head into the parts room. I have a lot of stuff in here, a lot of projects I have going on, and a lot of just parts that I'm a parts hoarder. I can't get rid of things. This is my EK shelf. I've got the EK radiator, intake, valve cover, intake manifold, my flocked dash that I did recently that you guys saw. I've got it sitting up here so it doesn't get damaged. I actually have a dash from a truck because it actually broke, and I drive my truck everywhere. So that's stashed over here in the corner. Also got some stuff from WiseFab. This is something new that they are actually making for the E36. They make a narrow kit. So it doesn't come with a knuckle. It's literally just a control arm and some other pieces. So you can still run stock fenders. You don't have the big wide like track like a lot of WiseFab cars have. This is a very simple kit to get you out there drifting, and you're not having some crazy fitment and big, large front tire poke. So it's a very, very minimal kit. So I'm excited. This is a new product for them. They just came out with it, and yeah. I've got my big selection of Blaster products, everything that they make. Blaster products right over there. And of course, my Liqui Moly stash. I have a lot of vehicles that use a lot of oil. That uses a lot of oil. All right, so this brings us over to this part of the shop. I'm gonna be planning on putting a tire machine over here at some point. We've got the plugs for everything, so this will be a really great spot to do tires. As you can see, I have a bunch of wheel and tires over here. So move that out, put a tire machine in here, and I no longer have to pay someone to do tires for me because that gets really expensive and excessive because I have a lot of cars. Back there in the corner, I don't know if you could see that, that's from my old Subaru. My friend Faust actually painted that for me, and it's kind of, I love that, even though I don't have the car anymore. It was a bulkhead plate, and he painted it for me with the Team Salad logo on there, and it was really cool, and I had to keep it, so I might as well put it on the wall. Now, I'm sure you guys have all seen this on the wall, and yes, that is my Miata fender. And you're all probably wondering what in the world happened. So, let's go check out the Miata. And this is my spec Miata. Yeah. The Miata had a rough day. The last time we went racing, I was at Indy Motorsports Rent. I raced on Saturday, they raced on Sunday, and you're gonna see this picture right here. This is Marcos. Marcos drove my car on Sunday. He is a great driver. But he hadn't been to Indy in a while and was kind of unfamiliar with the layout. And he had a little bit of a boo-boo in the car. I'm not mad. I'm glad he's okay, because he hit the tire wall pretty hard. I'm glad he's okay. That was a hard hit. And I'm not mad about the car. Honestly, it's really not that bad. I've already picked up some of the parts. Now, I was in the truck bed, and it's really cool to see your own car drive on the racetrack and like see it going around. I was super pumped, and I was actually videoing it, and I got this. Yeah, I was like, ooh, and I shut the camera off immediately. I was like, oh my gosh. I was on the radio with him. He was fine. As you heard in the clip, he's good to go. So I'm glad he was okay. The car is fixable. The car is not, it's not even that bad. I mean, we do have a bent lower control arm. Obviously, you can see how much caster this car has now. The door is pretty banged up, but the rear quarter untouched. So that is what's really expensive to fix, is that quarter that's all, you know, blended together. That was untouched, that is fine. It definitely needs a fender, but you see on the wall over there, there's 2 front fenders over there. And I also have a door. On the way home from Indy Motorsports Ranch, that is actually on the other side of Tucson. I stopped in Tucson, picked up 2 fenders and a door for 150 bucks. So we're halfway there to fixing the car. It does need a lower control arm, but I already have one. And it does need a radiator because the radiator is kind of messed up. As you can tell, it's a little curved. But those radiators are pretty inexpensive. And honestly, this radiator was beat up. It's been pelted by rocks from the racetrack and racing like super hard and super close to each other. You get a lot of debris that goes into the radiator, and I was honestly just talked about this before he hit the racetrack, is that I should buy another radiator and keep this one as a spare. It's not that bad. It's gonna need a new front bumper, and it's gonna need a wrap. But all in all, it's really not that terrible, and I'm glad he's okay, and it actually makes a really hilarious story. He had a good time, and he thought it was funny, so I'm glad that we're all good. Easy fix, and I don't have a Miata race for like 5 months, so this couldn't have happened in any better time. And now I get to make it better. And I'm gonna do a better wrap on it, do a better job of wrapping it, new color, new livery. So it's gonna come out new for, I think my next race in like September or something like that. So in September, it's gonna have a whole new look. And maybe we can even replace some parts for some better ones. So it can only go up from here. But all in all, I'm glad he's okay, but this happens. Even, just remember, I know he hit the wall and he may have crashed, but all professional race car drivers crash. If you've ever watched an IMSA race, an SRO race, or anything, even F1, all race car drivers crash, and that's just what happens. It's about fixing the car and getting back in the car and not letting it bother you. And we're gonna get this fixed, and he's gonna drive it next time. This is what happened to my Miata. I hope you like this shop tour and all the projects that I've got going on in here and my new space. Absolutely love it here. It's absolutely fantastic. And comment below if you want to see anything else on the channel. I have been avidly bike riding, and I've thought about doing a video of me on my 30-mile rides. Because in Arizona, there's some really cool trails that go beside the airport, down at, end up at Timmytown Lake, and I've thought about doing a helmet cam on my bike rides. Like the bike idea, comment below and let me know what you think. I posted a lot of pictures of me riding bikes on Facebook, and you guys seem to love it. So once again, I hope you enjoyed this video of my shop, and now get out!